Hi. This is extraordinary last minute, but I was actually ready on time for this day to play, so I figured, hey, well, what if I just go live right now? Like, that'll be fine, right? Unfortunately, the ad will cut into the, actual stream a little bit, because I didn't start quite soon enough, but, I'm gonna tab over right now. I was gonna say, I really hope it's capturing the right window. I also am not remotely in position for the VTuber model to be centered correctly. And this is extremely scuffed, I'm going to say right now. I'm gonna try to quickly get into position here. And then also, yeah, that'll work. But hi, welcome on in. And hope if we had volume on this. That's very loud. It's still kind of loud to me, but it won't be on the screen. I also haven't even eaten lunch, so I guess I'm going to do that while I'm here. This is very scuffed. Yeah, again, I was ready on time, so I figured, why the hell not? Let's just watch it live. What's the worst that can happen? I don't even have time to make predictions for this. This is so last minute. Oh no. Share content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Neat. That's my favorite thing to see while I'm eating lunch. I am not hearing audio. Oh, it's just very quiet. Is this gonna be like a Resident Evil or something? That's kind of my thought immediately. Never mind, it is probably not that. I just saw the silhouette walking through like a forest area. I'm like, what is this? It's fancy. This is either a game or just a setup for the event. I don't know which one it is. It's almost giving res, actually. For my limited knowledge of res. But also Tetris Effect.
Love is making waves, emotion running through our veins. Heartbeat, love is making waves. I'm facing my fears, not backing away. I'm facing my fears, not backing away.
Wait, is this Luminous? Is this like Luminous Tetris Effect? Because if so, I'm into this. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I have no clue if this is copyright safe also, so oops. Oh, Luminous, I was correct. It's like, I know Luminous when I see it, as I've never played the game, but I, know enough about it. But yeah, Enhance, I feel like that's the dev I'm thinking of, that is like...
Hello from Enhance. I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi.
ディレクターの石原隆です。ルミネスアライズのトレーラー楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。この秋、PlayStation 5、PSVR2 対応で発売予定です。ルミネスアライズはバラエティ豊かな曲と美しいビジュアルが没入感を高め、いつまでも遊びたくなるゲーム体験となっています。その世界はとても心地よく、プレイヤーを共感覚の世界へと導きます。
まあよくある普通のパズルゲームってことだよね。
I mean, that's neat. I can think of people who will be
テトリスエフェクトを
very
一度遊んだ
happy
ことがあ
about
る人は
that.
分かると思いますが、
There we go.
ルミネスアライズはただのパズルゲームではありません。
夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。ぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください。
Thank you and enjoy the rest
I
of
mean,
the
that's a
state
good
of play.
start. Again, never played Luminous, but I know of it, and I know it's, you know, well loved. What comes after dreaming? That is
The
very
future.
existential.
It
this
isn't just a
early in
dream.
the day for me.
It's a promise. One we're turning into reality. With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI,
Bye.
we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life for our future. Delphi Corporation.
I think this was recently announced, like a press briefing.
Let's see about getting paths through to
that
Earth.
Sony would be doing some kind of Gen AI stuff.
why
I
are
don't
these
know
things
if it's
trying
the
to
same
kill
thing,
us?
but yuck. That's all I have to say about it.
There you are. All
But hey,
better.
Pragmata, big deal because this game was like.
Patch me up.
And I was actually just thinking about it. It was announced like 4 years ago. It was like the June 2021 showcase.
I am DI03367. They are pragmatic.
Hang on a second.
Don't you have a name or
I don't know what this game even is. It's kind of weird to see it finally. It's definitely
Come
our
on.
engine.
I think I can help.
Alright.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through.
This is a Capcom game.
What the?
Better or
Bypassing
worse.
first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Now, will they have the guts to give a release date again? Because the previous time they said a release date, it was like 2022.
I said I am DI.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Yeah, they did that little teaser. Oh yeah, 2026. It's real XD. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not holding my breath on that. Hey, it's nice to see it again, finally. Oh, they're really hanging on this screen for a while.
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Awesome, I love
I mean, this is a neat art style. I don't know what
Pearl
it is.
present is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay, I'll get it.
Fun time!
Romeo! Stay with me!
Grandpa, I'm gonna die.
Romeo, listen up. You're gonna die in about 15 seconds.
Seriously?
Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The dead gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
Oh, that took a turn.
You're already half
This is
dead.
exactly why
From now
I
on,
want to see
you're
what eating
half
lunch.
dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame.
It's getting
Dead
mad
man.
world. Never
From now
mind.
on, you're dead man.
I was kind of hoping the whole game would have that art style, not gonna lie. Because now it just looks like a lot of action slash character action games of the current era. But if they actually had that art style, we would be a lot more interested. It almost looks Dead Rising because they're in a mall. I mean, well, it's kind of neat, but again, it's like... I almost feel like character action is becoming very popular. What else does it remind me of? It feels like it's giving something. It's giving like Suda energy.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2026. Maybe.
That's a lot of credits
Grandpa's
for me
voice?
to process in the
Are you
span of like
a spirit?
2 seconds.
I'm on your back.
I saw Anthony Del Rio, and it's like, yeah, no, that's Pit. Grasshopper, there you go. It's like, yeah, this is giving Suda energy. It's like, yeah, there it is.
皆さんこんにちは。グラスホッパーマネクチャーの須田剛一です。いえいえ。皆さんトレーラーどうでした？グラスホッパーの久々の新作、ロミオイザデッドマンです。 いよいよ発表できました。このゲームはですね、主人公のロミオが、ロミオスターゲーザーという名前なんですけど、かっこいいでしょ。時空犯罪 FBI 捜査官として、凶悪なですね指名手配犯をさまざまな時空に飛んで、倒していく、そんな、ブラッディなアクションゲームとなっています。そして今回はですね、剣だけじゃありません、銃も使えます。ストロングスタイルのアクションゲームとして、チーム一丸となって頑張って作ってます。そしてなんで、タイトルがですね、ロミオなのにデッドマンなのか、それは皆さんぜひ続報をお待ちください。プレイステーション30周年過ぎちゃいましたけど、おめでとうございます。それでは引き続き、ステートオブプレイをお楽しみください。
Who knows? It's a little much for my kind of game. However, I respect it. Okie dokie. I'm guessing Silent Hill.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
F? Is F the one that came out? That it was bad? Or was that short message? That was short message.
じゃあね。裏切り者。
I mean, I've heard really good things about the writer. I think this is the writer of like Higurashi, if I'm not mistaken. So it's probably going to be good. Also, probably extremely traumatizing for someone like me who's not been into specifically psychological horror. So needless to say, I will not be doing this. I'm barely even looking at the screen right now. Just kind of what I expect out of State of Place. Because they always have so many horror games. This is one of those moments where I'm like, I hope Silent Hill fans get a good game. Same with Silent Hill 2. It's like, it's definitely not for me. Again, I'm barely looking at the screen. But, you know, yeah, I hope they got a good game. Even if I'm not into something, I can still be like, yeah, I hope they enjoy. It's like, would I play Silent Hill 2 Remake? Absolutely not. It being as good, especially from Blizzard, was a very nice surprise. Genuinely, like, really cool that they finally got their shit together, because a lot of their other games were not very good, apparently. But they also had more of a clear template with Silent Hill 2. As long as you kind of stick to the script, you have a good game, but when they deviate and try to do their own thing, that seems to be when Bluebird struggles a lot more. Yeah, that's a whole lot of nope, I'm gonna be honest, for me personally. It's like, again, I hope Silent Hill fans have a great time with it, and that's the extent of my feelings on it. Because, yikes, that is not for me. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, I'm not interested in many of the games now so far. Luminous is the one that's most exciting to me so far. This is actually a decent state of play. They're kind of swinging, to be honest. Is this Onimusha? Nope, not Onimusha.
The castle has been sighted again. The church's orders are absolute.
I swear I know that voice actor.
These human sacrifices must be stopped.
What
we
is
will
this?
track the ethereal castle, break its gates, and exterminate the creatures that dwell within.
Hello?
The demon lord himself will fall by our hand. This mission will test the limits of your courage.
Like, I am extremely intrigued.
You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings.
This isn't really giving Castlevania. Mostly the character designs.
Creatures born of pure darkness.
The music too, it's all giving Castlevania. And they're finally making a new one now that they've run out of things to remaster. Or is this just Bloodstained? That's the other thing, it's like this could just be Bloodstained. I know Bloodstained 2 was in the works, and it's like, yeah, now that you're thinking about it. It almost sounds like Bloody Tears, so again, I can't tell which it is. I'm okay with it either way, but I'm also confused.
Tonight, we start our mission!
Bloodstained 2. Hell yeah, I'm in. This is the funny part with this game, is every time I see it, it's like, I can't tell if this is like a new Castlevania or not. It's like, nope, but it's got the vibe down really well. I mean, it's the same developers.
Right into the palm of my hand.
It's like, yeah, I'm in. I like Bloodstained. I need to try it again, not on Switch, because I ran like total ass on Switch.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are
This
a
is
hellscape
Digimon,
I
right?
can't quite put into words.
Yeah.
You've somehow been
This
sent
was
back in
announced
time 8
already,
years.
I think.
But
I'm
the situation
interested.
here is critical.
I kind of want to get into Digimon games,
I'm
but
counting on you, Agent.
the story games seem the most interesting to me.
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably a phase electron life form. Is that what you call us, Digimon? I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for? I remember you guys.
Who or what is that?
You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running out of time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is very important!
The World Tree has been attacked. It is just as the Great One, Plutomon, said.
It can't protect anyone. We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by Digimon.
Attack!
Please, everyone, lend me your strength
Everything's riding on
to
you.
move forward into the
We
future!
must fulfill our mission. Agent.
I mean, it looks cool. Again, I'm just so not familiar with Digimon. But it's like, oh yeah, here the Digimon story game's really good. I picked up a couple of them really cheap. Square. Creative Studio 3. You have my attention. Sweeping Epic Return. This is... Oh, Ivalice.
Abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice.
You're just straight up saying
But
Ivalice.
deliver
This
us
is
from our sins,
probably Tactics.
that we
Unless you
might
want to
know
be really...
salvation.
really smug and be like, oh yeah, it's Tactics.
If you
I was
feel
gonna be like,
wrong,
what if it
blame
actually just
yourself
ends
or
up
the
being
father.
vagrant
Why do you
story?
fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
I don't know what, how much work they put into this, because I've never played Tactics. I assume this is based on more of the lanes. But hey, fun thing, this was part of an NVIDIA leak from like 2019. It was ages ago. The Ivalice Chronicles. So it is sort of being pitched as a new remake, and it is done by CB3. So this has been rumored for so long. Both versions are included. You love to see it. I think Tactics Ogre was the same way. Hell yeah, finally. Again, still waiting on Final Fantasy IX remake, because that was also part of the NVIDIA leak from forever
Hi
ago.
everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
We hope you enjoyed that first
So
look
kinda
at
just
Final
a
Fantasy
recap of
Tactics,
everything, I
the
guess.
Ivalice Chronicles. The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more,
I'm
as
just
well
wondering
as the
how close
classic
it'll be to
version,
War of
which
the
brings a
Lions. It looks
faithful
like it's based on the
recreation of the
PS1 version.
1997 original to modern consoles.
Which is interesting. So it's basically the
Final
second
Fantasy
remake
Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles
Tactics.
launches on
I
PS5
don't know why
and
they're giving it a
PS4
different
September
subtitle.
30th,
So they're saying,
and will
you
be
know,
available
remake.
for pre-order later today.
Hey, cool. Tactics was always a game I was interested in.
This next game is something really special.
All
When
right,
I
I'm
first
listening.
played it, I laughed so hard I almost
I feel like I've already
barked.
lost interest based
Let's
on
check
that
it out.
description.
But is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just sorry.
Oh, right. This is like the game by Benefod, yeah, I think.
Just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
This was like from a state of play a long ass time ago, and it's not for me. I don't like this kind of like rage game.
In baby steps, all you have to do is carefully place one foot in front of the other, which is easier said than done. Main character Nate requires some pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress. It's a captivating open-world experience filled with oddball characters.
Here we go. Knock knock. Oh no, you found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain. Oh, good.
Definitely check this one out when it comes to PS5 on September 8th.
Alright, I'm interested.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure title from Bandai Namco Studios Singapore.
I like games that have like
In this journey
off-frame
to save your
animation.
origami home, you'll transform
Spider-Verse
into
kinda
paper
popularized
shapes
that.
with distinct
I
abilities,
think like animating on like tubes,
including
instead
a
of every
paper
frame.
airplane,
And it feels
a
like a
nimble
lot of games
frog,
are trying that now, and it looks really good.
a hardy
This is an
armadillo,
example of that.
and a
Like,
powerful
I really
ape.
love when games like animated too, so I think that's the term for it, but I'm also not an animator, so I might be talking
Master
out my
the
ass.
art of folding when Hirogami arrives on
Cute.
PS5 later this
I'm
summer.
into it.
Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shots series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment,
This one's
Everybody's
multi-plat,
Golf Hot
too.
Shots, boasts its
being done by
largest
Bandai.
character roster ever.
So yeah, Sony's licensing out a bunch of IPs.
Compete in courses from 10 different regions around the world.
Is obviously Gravity
Each
Rush.
with weather effects and new
If we get
nighttime
any Gravity
variants.
Rush, I will be not even.
Pre-orders
Gravity
begin
Rush, I'll
later
take a
today.
port at this point. It's like,
And
I'm-
those who
I'm
do will get
desperate.
Bandai Namco's iconic Pac-Man as an early unlockable character.
The irony is, Mario Golf Super Rush plays so differently from the like
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots drives onto PS5 September 5th.
It definitely has its appeal. Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja
looks
Gaiden
great.
Ragebound is a challenging new entry in the long-running
Challenging,
action
yeah, it has to be. It's
franchise.
Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden was easy.
From the makers
then
of the
hell with it,
Blasphemous
so it's never-
series, Ragebound stars dual protagonists from rival clans, forced to combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising. And longtime fans will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack featuring guest composers from the original series. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives July 31st on PS5 and PS4.
Did we know that? Because that feels really soon. I feel like it was already announced, but
From the game bakers, Cairn is a survival climbing experience where you must
Interesting.
carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
I like the art style. It's just mildly self-shaded. That gives it a lot of pop.
Manage balance and stamina to discover secrets.
It's like an entire game built around Breath of the Wild
Hey!
climbing. I just wonder if there'll be
Hey,
rain.
wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
It's also giving Journey a
And
little
survive
bit,
the
but
harsh
it seems like
conditions
they're
of the
not, like,
climb.
other players. This looks like a story-driven game.
You can give it a try yourself with a demo that arrives
you know,
later
you
today.
always like. I always like it when games get demos like right away. It's always fun.
That's all from us, but there's still a lot of state of play to come.
Yeah, there's still like
This next
15
reveal
minutes
comes from
left.
the game preservationist at Digital Eclipse.
Oh no.
Nothing can prepare you for their next collection,
no.
arriving later this year.
Go on.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
Mortal
most
Kombat
rewarding
finally,
part of it is
Jesus.
just seeing people
People have been
react
wanting
to
this
it.
for ages. I'm guessing by face in the font. It
We
looks
knew
like
that we
Mortal
were
Kombat.
onto something.
Yeah. So like, I swear people have been wanting a
such a
Mortal
shock to
Kombat
see this
collection
game.
for like
I was like, I can't believe this game
decades.
exists.
Like, I swear it's back during the 360 that people were talking about this. I'm also like wishing it wasn't digital eclipse, because sometimes the work
It
can be
became
very
something that
hit and
added to the
miss.
mystique of Mortal Kombat.
Street Fighter Anniversary Collection is a good example of that. It's
We're
very
showing you a part of a
not
world
great.
that is much
it's missing a lot of games from the online. I think there's a lot of bad like input delay. But it's like, it's nice that this exists. I just, you know, I'm not super into this. Oh, also the handheld versions, that's really neat actually.
There was no template to make the games.
Probably not crossplay though.
It's
That's
a bit
lot
of the
effort to
Wild
put into a
West.
collection like this.
Every part of that game
Also,
is an
RIP
expression
Mortal Kombat
of
1.
who
That
we were and
game,
what we wanted
I'm not
to
even
do.
a Mortal Kombat fan. That game makes me upset. God, was it mishandled really bad. I mean, that's neat. But again, not for me. I'm just not into Mortal Kombat. But again, people have been wanting that for so long. It's nice to finally see it. Hello? Okay. Are they doing an officially licensed arcade stick? That's nice. A lot of PlayStation games, or a lot of tournaments use PS5, like Evo, because they own... Sony owns Evo now, so they always use the PS5 versions. There's also been stories about melting PS5 components because of how long games have to run through tournaments. Got Delta, I don't feel that strongly about it, weirdly enough. I like Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm not like a super big Metal Gear fan.
It's a revolution.
I would genuinely be more interested in a remake 1.
Here comes another one.
You know, the funny part is we could have like a second like release of this on Switch.
I'm over here.
And it would just be like Metal Gear Solid 3 3DS all over again. Yeah, let's just show the end of the game in their launch trailer. Thanks, Konami. I mean, I don't really care about spoilers. I've played this game twice, but either way, it's like, let's just show the final boss. No, not the actual final boss, but you know. And this was already announced, Snake vs. Monkey is back. Too bad Eva Escape itself is not coming back, it seems.
Gotcha.
Right, Keratins. Oh, interesting. Oh, are they bringing Metal Gear Online? That's kind of what I was getting from that, at least.
Spirit stones. Shining stones imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams.
Toy Tecmo? That doesn't actually
Since
tell me
time
anything.
immemorial, this power
Is this like
has
Neo
been
3 or something?
the impetus for human wars.
Ninja, this is looking very Neo. It's looking very Neo.
Such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Aratama.
Actually, it's probably just DLC of that Rise of the Ronin. I think that was quite tough. I mean, for all intents and purposes,
What makes a shogun?
Kinda Neo 3, which is Japanese
Here's my
setting instead
answer.
of Chinese setting, if I'm right. If I'm remembering right. Again, I don't play these games. The only one I've dabbled in was a demo of Stranger Paradise. Final Fantasy Origin. Beyond that, I haven't really tried Neo directly. Not my cup of tea, in all fairness. I'm not into Souls games or Souls-likes, even though this is very different from an actual Souls game to my knowledge. Like the game feel and progression is very different in something like Neo. Never mind, it's just Neo. Okay. Neat. Again, maybe I'm just wrong, because I haven't actually played these games. I'm, again, just talking out of my ass here.
Who might you be, warrior?
I mean, that's neat. Oh, are they gonna do like a crossover thing?
Takechiyo.
I feel like that's significant, but I also don't know enough to know why that's significant. So
皆さ
I
ん
do
こんにちは。チ
apologize.
ーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作「ニオ3」をついに発表させていただきました。
in this
今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみのサムライスタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加。より多彩な戦闘を
But
楽
this
し
is a
め
good
ま
save
す。
play. Like I'm gonna say it.
ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。本日よりプレイステーション5で体験版も配信いたしますので、ぜひプレイしてご意見をいただければと思います。2026年の発売に向け、続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Oh, it's a wireless arcade stick, which means that we don't have to worry about a cable melting from PS5 overheating. Also, the big question with that is how swappable is it? Because like,
how old the city really is.
People are very
For me,
particular
here's
about
all
fight
I've ever
stick
known.
parts, like buttons made by Sanwa and levers made by Sanwa are like the preferred standard. So like, how hot swappable is the Defiant controller or whatever this fight stick is gonna end up being called?
Free to take whatever I need.
Like, it's neat. I just
to survive.
One, I'm not super in the market for a fight stick, just for the specific reason of I don't have room, to be honest. Like, I don't have
city
a ton of
hides
room
many
to put
lost
things
and
like
legendary
that.
treasures.
So,
Locked
and
away,
arcade sticks take up a lot of room.
waiting to be found.
It's at Eidos,
Waiting
Montreal.
to be taken.
It's like, just needs are still going. Again, this is
Some
VR.
treasures
I'm like, shrug.
come with
I don't
more
have
trouble
PSVR,
than
and there's no
others.
real reason to get it. But I mean, it's nice seeing Eidos still doing stuff. It's kind of my takeaway. All the Embracer stuff. Oh, it's Thief. It's just straight up Thief. Okay. Neat. Mace Theory. That sounds. Did Mace Theory do that Doctor Who game that was really bad?
Tidewalker, are you
We're in the VR section. I can continue eating my lunch then.
Cleo has uncovered a formula for a cure, but she's keeping it safe in her tower.
Hey, you got some hosing?
Market Land seems a bit tense today. I heard something happen with another Tidewalker. Damn it! It's gone! Someone beat us to it!
Yeah, Mace Theory made that Doctor Who game a while back.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elend, my dear planet,
Doctor Who,
has been dying.
The
Plastemia
Edge
has
of
taken
Reality, I
everything
think
from
is
us.
the name of it.
But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
But like, that game was apparently not very good.
And
To
it's
my
up to you
understanding,
now.
it was pretty bad.
To use that
All
power.
I've seen is like the cutscenes of spoilers, the doctors that show up in that game, and it's like, wow, they do not look like their likenesses. They almost look like an Xbox 360 avatar and just dressed up as the doctor. But again, the BBC also just has a shoestring budget, so I can't give them too much
Tidewalkers.
crap for the game being
Will you help
horribly
us?
low budget. But again, I haven't really heard anything about Edge of Reality being particularly good. Like, it never looked super appealing to me, in all fairness. Even as a Doctor Who fan, it never quite looked like my kind of game. They did a non-VR version too, and I think it was supposed to be
I'm Nicholas
worse when
Duce,
it got...
the game director of Astrobot. It's
Hello.
a pleasure to be back today to share more news with you. What the last few months it has been in the world of Astro.
This game was
Astrobot
kind of a
launched
miracle
last
game, if you
September
think
to
about it,
such
in the current
encouraging feedback,
climate of the industry.
even receiving a few others we are truly grateful for. In October, we added 5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special
DLC?
packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made its appearance, adding yet more new
someday.
challenging levels, all of which came at
I
no
still
additional
haven't,
cost.
but it looks like my
And
kind of
today,
game.
I am pleased to announce
Yeah?
that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels in
Alright.
Astrobot, bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets. And new special bots will be there too, inclling
Oh, so
Asu from
Yotei.
Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And finally, the Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year, with a slight twist. So be on the lookout for more news coming soon. From all of us at Team Asobi, thank you all for the amazing reception you gave our game, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Everything I've heard about like Asobi, it's like the devs are really nice too. Very passionate. You'll love to see it in this industry. Kingdom Hearts ass opening. Interesting. I also don't know how much this music is safe. They always give warnings like, oh, this might not be safe to stream. It's like, thanks, I hate it. So this VOD mysteriously disappears. You know why. But yeah, I'll just keep talking, because I don't know what's copyright safe or not. The interesting thing for me right now is it kind of feels like this is something we've been missing. You could call this a PlayStation Showcase really easily, and I don't think anyone would be like complaining about if this was a showcase. The only thing this is lacking is we have some like no first party. I'm not expecting a first party. We saw Astrobot, that's first party, I know. However, it's also just kind of like shrugged. It's DLC, it's not like a new game. It's like, it's great that Astrobot's one sold as well as it has to justify new support. However, it is a case of like, it is still ostensibly a free update. It's not like a brand new thing. I was almost hoping they were gonna announce like Astrobot, like a large scale expansion, or like a spin-off, like smaller game, like a $40 budget title that's like new levels or something. They could get away with that, and I don't think anyone would complain about paying $40 if the level quality was as good as it has been. I mean, this looks neat. It's, always down for like parody games. I say as I've never played too many parody. I mean, I've played Wind Waker, that counts, right? That's parody. Alright. I know what this is, I can't think of it. Yeah, I was like immediately giving like that game company energy. I could have sworn this was announced already, and I'm blanking on the name. It might not have been announced. I think I'm confusing it with something else, actually. Because this does not look exactly like what I was thinking of. Giant Squid, that's the opposite company specifically. I think. Yeah, I want to say they're like made up of former Journey devs, basically. Like, yeah, no complaints. This is a decent state of play. Like, as far as state of plays go, like, this is probably one of the best ones I've ever seen. Not even kidding. As someone who's often, like, kind of itchy about state of plays being not for me, like, yeah, this is still not for me, but at least the games being shown are good. Like, very, varied, unique. Not just, like, all third-person military type games, not all, like, survival horror. It's just been a recurring problem. It's like the amount of sci-fi horror lately.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog. On June 17th, Remedy brings otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak.
This game
In this
exists.
cooperative FPS set in the paranatural world of Control, you and two fellow agents must confront and contain the reality-warping chaos found within the oldest house.
I played the game.
Fun in short bursts or deep dives, FBC Firebreak launches day one in the game catalog on June 17th.
But now it's very obvious.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes several new titles this summer. The PS2 version of legendary immersive sim Deus Ex arrives June 17th. In July,
I'm still
Twisted
holding
Metal
out for
3
Ratchet
and
and
Twisted
Clank.
Metal
It'll
4
be a
join the
while, 'cause I
service
don't
just
think
in
they've
time
even
for the
done the other
second season
Jack and
premiere
Daxter
of
games
Twisted
on
Metal,
yet.
which arrives July
Also,
31st in
Ratchet's a
select
coding
countries,
nightmare from
including
everything I
Peacock in the
understand of
US.
it. So,
Additionally, 2 of Capcom's most beloved
Go on.
games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics
RE2?
lineup.
Let's
Resident
go.
Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3
say
will
as I
arrive later this summer in the
don't
Classics
know my
catalog.
likelihood of playing RE2 original.
Additionally,
I'd be
Myst
willing to
and
give it a
Riven will
try.
arrive later this month as part of the Days of
That's
Play
nice.
celebration, running now through June 11th. Days of Play is a 2-week event that
Again,
includes
still
bonus
holding
PlayStation
on
Plus
hope
content drops,
someday
great deals
for-
on software and hardware, and more. Visit PlayStation Blog and PlayStation.com for full details.
Ratchet, even though it's kind of a long shot because of how
His
nightmarish these
parents
games
cut
are.
their own rope to save him.
Alpha
He
footage
watched
powered
them
by
fall,
Glacier.
then
I
found
don't
his
know what
way
that
off that
means.
mountain. He was 11 years old.
IOI. This
He
is
then started a grand tour of every major
James
boarding
Bond.
school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
It's giving.
Always
I
at
mean, it's
odds with
IOI.
authority.
It
Same
is
thing
immediately
in the
giving it,
Navy.
man.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
But, like,
And they're all in need
if
of
we didn't
early
get someone to make
retirement.
a James
Nobody
Bond
knows
game
what to
like
do with
IOI
him,
is
Mom.
Definitely
No.
the good company.
And
a
I
good
suspect
company
he
for
feels
that.
the same way. But what he did in
Yeah,
Iceland...
Glacier is their
What he
engine. I
did
just kind
in
of put
Iceland
two
was
together eventually.
insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck.
The
Give me one
irony is, I
good
don't
reason
really
to put him in the
care about
program,
James
Mom.
Bond. I might still play this game.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
It feels like a
Jet
Hitman
lag.
game.
Gets me every time.
If you really
She's not
don't
your friend,
have to go in as
She's
quietly
an asset.
as you're encouraged
With
to.
respect, Mom.
Like, you have more ability to
To hell with
actually
that.
do your threats. I don't know how much of them balance like stealth. I'm also not sure how to balance storytelling. Is the I forgot the name of the system in Hitman, but like the system where you have different ways to get to certain objectives that you can like eavesdrop on different people and get different intel. It's like I kind of hope all that stuff is still in here. Yeah, I'm getting a vibe of this is more of a linear cinematic kind of game. But it's neat. Again, I'm not into James Bond, but you know. I trust IOI is going to do a good job with it.
I suppose
I'm
it's
hoping
another
this is kind of like the great
teachable
circle
moment.
moment for James Bond games, because they've been in kind of bad shape since a while. Gameplay reveal this summer, interesting.
Hello, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled to announce 007 First Light. You'll experience James Bond
Again, the
as a
irony
young
of
air crewman
I'm almost
in the
more
Royal
interested in it
Navy.
just because of the
Before
studio. This
tuxedo
is the same
and the
problem I have with
martinis,
Spider-Man.
as he
It's like
first
I'm playing
steps
this game
into the
because
world
it's
of
Insomniac,
espionage,
not
striving to
inherently
earn
because
his
it's
00
Spider-Man.
status.
I enjoy the Spider-Man games.
Everyone at Iron
unironically,
Interactive has
but if they weren't
poured
made
the
by
passion
Insomniac, I
and
don't think I would
dedication
have been as interested.
into
If these games
crafting
are
an
made by
experience
like,
that honors the legacy of
I
Bond,
don't know,
harnessing our
some
25
different
years of
PlayStation
agent
division like Naughty
expertise.
Dog, I wouldn't have been
This is just the
interested to
beginning
play
of our
Spider-Man.
journey with 007, and we can't wait to share more with you soon.
I am interested in this game and Tsushima. He's on the eventually list for me. I would love to play these games. It's just I haven't gotten around to them. I thought they said this would be like a 40-minute state of play, so this is probably the last game. Which in a way is kind of like, eh?
You're still with me?
If it is, just because... if it's the last game, this is basically just a bigger look at a game that you already knew about, so it's not quite as exciting, I guess, because it's not like a big surprise. They didn't say this is the last game, so I'm kind of expecting something else after this. Like, one more thing. But that can't just be it. This has to be a longer trailer, right? Hi, Aiden. Welcome on in. I'm just watching this. I'm having a decent time. Apparently, Apple, you want to say hi, Nick? Aw, thank you. Arc system works. Okay, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. What is this? Oh my god. Is that PlayStation Studios? Is this first party? If they show a Capcom character, I'm going to be very surprised and happy. But I think this is probably just Marvel. It's like Marvel vs. Capcom without the Capcom so far. So that's why I'm like, are they gonna try to show a Capcom character? They're also gonna be showing PlayStation Studios logo, makes me think this is essentially published by PlayStation, which makes me wonder if it'll be on other consoles, because they kind of would have to be, because let's be real, I don't know how many people are gonna play a PlayStation exclusive fighting game. Look at Street Fighter 5, for example, though that was on PC too. This is very Marvel vs. Capcom, which is, again, without Capcom. It's done by Arxis. This is something I ironically have been saying for a while. I'd love to see like Arxis make more games. I'm biased as hell. I'm not even gonna pretend. 4v4 tag team battles? I'm sure a lot of people are popping off with this game right now. It looks great. Again, I'm not super into Marvel. I'm digging this. Like, art style's great. It's very flashy. Again, it's just missing Capcom characters. Pokemon Fighting Souls. Developed by Arc System Works. I mean, I'm happy. Also, it answers the question, what the hell is Arxis doing right now? Because that's a question on my mind for a while. Hello? What is happening?
PlayStation の友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアークの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして、いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom and wanting to say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, you know, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and they're just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われました。まあ話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなということで。
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel.
People got into so many of their plans.
Is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task. Because you either do something like this big and bold, or you don't do it at all.
Or it wasn't in that league.
I thought I have a good grasp on their art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP.
And what
came up was something that went beyond that.
They have a lot of teams. This is probably not the Scribe team. This also happens when you give Arc System Works a lot of money. Because like a lot of their original games are very low budget.
あんまり芳しくなかった印象があって、まあ何がまずいのかなっていろいろこうやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすごく出てこれなんだみたいなっていう感じで。
Iron Man is supposed to be the sleek fighter jet, think luxury race car.
And Sony owns Evo now. They can easily be like,
oh, this will be playable on Evo. Mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
I don't think so.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
I just want specific characters.
特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
When Arc looks at these Marvel characters, it's not simply just the visuals, it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop, what is going to be something that's different. Up until now, we've seen TIE fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
今回4対4という革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you can either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクターも発表していきたいと思いますし、キャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。Stay tuned.
But this is cool. Can't lie. It's got the vibe of something that could be really special if it's done well. Like, you know, I probably shouldn't, but I trust Arc System with this. That's gotta be last game. They spent so much time on that.
You're still with me?
Oh. This is real. Okay. I got my hopes up for a moment. I'm like, one more game? But they spent so much time on that I can't even be mad. So yeah, I'm like kind of all over the place on the state of play. Nothing directly for me stood out other than the final game because I like Arxis. A lot of good stuff was shown though. This is like one of the best state of plays I've ever seen. Like, I'm straight up going to say. Also, I muted it because oftentimes like this is real music will cause copyright problems. But yeah, this was a great state of play. No complaints. The one thing I was kind of hoping for was like Resident Evil or something, but it's fine. Now to pause this so I don't jump scare myself with G-Idol. That's not a joke, by the way. I don't know how autoplay works in my current setup, so yeah, that was fun. Very good save play. No notes. The one thing I was kind of hoping was Resident Evil something, but we also have a Summer Games Fest in like 2 days, so like a lot of things could just be there. Like, oh, this wasn't there, that wasn't there. It's like, yeah, we literally have a big ass event in 2 days. I'm not going to be reacting to that because I have personal grievances with Jeff Keighley and the way he runs his shows and some of the deals he's made to have appeal at his shows. So I'm not going to be reacting to that, but I will definitely probably be reacting to select trailers the following Monday. Hi, AC. Thank you for the head pats. I'm afraid to actually tap out. Oh, I will definitely show how much of a K-pop weeb I am if I check. Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. I was correct. So yeah, that was a decent state of play. Again, no real complaints. Can I find a summary? I don't think I will be able to find it easily right now. Again, a lot of things are like, I'm not gonna play this, but it's neat that it happened. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics is the other one I'm really excited about. Astrobot DLC is neat. Bloodstained is really cool. A lot of cool indie stuff. There's Luminous, there's Hotshot Golf. I was hoping for Gravity Rush, because a rumor showed up like that Gravity Rush might be getting a native PS5 port, in addition to just being back compatible. But, it's kind of a long shot anyway, because let's be real, Sony doesn't care about Japan studio properties. Pragmata got re-announced. We actually saw gameplay. This is a real game that exists. The new Suda game is definitely not for me, but I respect it. Silent Hill is also a not for me, but I respect it. MGS Online coming back is neat. Though again, not super interested in Delta. I also have the slightly cynical take of like, I'm excited to play all these games not on PlayStation, because I will probably play them elsewhere, because that's typically how I handle things like this. But yeah, again, no real complaints. That was a really solid state of play. Again, a little bit lacking in like some first party. Again, I'm just wondering when the hell we're gonna see Spider-Man. I'm just kind of like, yeah, no complaints. That was really fun. Oh, Wolverine, yeah. I mean, Spider-Man too, because it's like, for reasons, it has been believed that we might be getting some kind of like side game like Miles Morales. And again, I will not elaborate on those reasons, but again, it has been speculated for a bit that we would have gotten something like that as like a gap filler between Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, but nothing like that seems to be in the works. The speculation at the moment is that they move straight to Spider-Man 3 for that side of Insomniac, while the other side still works on Wolverine. Yeah, there was a rumor of a Venom game, but nothing has materialized to the point where I don't think it's happening. Either way, yeah, that was a good state of play. Thank you for watching with me. That was fun. Genuinely, again, one of the best state of plays I've ever seen. Straight up. Again, that could practically be a PlayStation showcase if it had, like, one more first-party game. Like, that's how good it was. They also announced Resident Evil 2 and 3 are coming to the Classics catalog, and they were also like, oh, Twisted Metal 3 and 4 are coinciding with the new season. So I'm like, huh, dropping Resident Evil 2 and 3 and not having anything like that is interesting. It makes me wonder if we are getting something for that. Yeah, this was just kind of a last-minute impromptu stream. This was fun, though. Again, looking forward to the Marvel game. Again, I was just really hoping, like, Wii U was gonna show up. Not gonna lie, because, you know. However, this also kinda, to me, makes me feel like we're not getting Marvel vs. Capcom anytime soon, because you'd have cross-contamination with the brand. So it's like, if anything, again, for me, I fully thought we will not be getting Marvel vs. Capcom anything for a long time, just because, let's be real, the collection was just last September, and they're teasing stuff, but games take a long time to make. The collection was just gauging if there's interest in Marvel vs. Capcom. So, like, now that interest is gauged, there's still like a 4 to 5 year period of actually making a game. So yeah, to me, at the very least, I think Marvel vs. Capcom will still happen, but to me it says it won't happen for at least like 5 or 6 years, which is what I was thinking anyway. But yeah, I'm happy. Again, you love to see it. I'm very happy about Arxis making it. Genuinely, I feel like, because I'm biased as hell, I feel like I've made comments in the past about, like, I want Arxis to make Marvel 4 or 5 or whatever. So I kind of got my wish, just half of it. Same thing was, like, Tribute Games game, where it's like, it'd be really cool if Tribute Games, because Shredder's Revenge is really good, it'd be really cool if Tribute Games made an X-Men 97 game. And then they're like, oh, we're making a Marvel game. It's like, I kind of got what I wanted. Indirectly. So, that's close enough for me. I'm happy with that. I kind of feel like with rating, most people who are most people I know are reacting to this or are immediately moving on to Deltarune. And because I still haven't played Chapter 1 and 2, I am probably going to try to avoid Deltarune. I don't know if this person's still going, but I guess we can do a raid, because it is early enough. That's the wrong button, that's the add button. Oops. My bad, I pushed the wrong button. And also I hear lawn mowing outside, so I guess we'll make this quick, but heck it. I guess we'll do a raid. Very, very scuffed stream. Obviously no raid message, because I can barely get a word in with the lawn mowing, but I guess we'll raid Maniacal, because he's not playing Delta. Very scuffed and last minute. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for stopping by. This was fun. And yeah, I'm gonna go watch other people's reactions now, because I'm curious to see how a few creators I watch reacted to the Marvel news specifically, and a couple other things. Yeah, thank you all, and take care, everybody. Hope you all... Oh yeah, by the way, next stream will probably be tomorrow. I might try to do something Switch too. If I get it set up in time, I might do something else though. I have no clue what I'll do though. But yeah, I don't know how much the lawn mowing is coming through on stream, but I should probably end because of how loud it is. So yeah, bye-bye.